Hey, it's Benny Penny. Welcome to my channel. It's been almost a week, you guys, since we've been live together. So it's time. It's time. I'm looking at some of these old postcards on my desk, and I'm going to get started on this as the first part of my video, and then I'm not sure what we'll do in the second part, but we're going to knock out a postcard, at least one here real quick. I worked on yesterday, I worked on my junk journal and postcards, and I recorded it in a video, and I'm having the hardest time getting it to upload. So I don't know when you'll get to see that, but hopefully soon. Oh, I'm also trying to find my live. I see that there's people watching, but I can't find it. So what a morning. There it is. Yay. Okay, so yeah, I worked on this yesterday. I have a video. Hopefully it'll be out tomorrow. I made it for July 4th, so we'll see. But there are two challenges going on. There's a Jelly postcard play or July postcard play and junk journal July. Okay, and yeah, I have some postcards here. So we will work with one of these. I could cover both sides of that postcard. I could cover both sides of a couple of these. This is interesting. I'm just kind of taking a look at what I have here. Swing into prom with teen people. A Christmas postcard. And then this one I pulled out when I was working on my July 4th one yesterday. Okay, I was just taking a look. Let's definitely get these two covered up. We can cover up a few. You know, I have some ideas. Maybe, just maybe, challenges might be like this, might be a little intimidating for people when there's like, oh my gosh, can I do, you know, a postcard every day or a junk journal page every day? No, a lot of people can't. But what you can do is tackle things in bulk, which is what I do personally. I sit down and I do things in bulk. So I might sit down and cover all of these in one day. So how many do I have here? 6. So I might cover all 6 of these in one day and then come back and maybe decorate them all at once. So there's different ways you can approach these kinds of challenges. And I encourage you to explore and play around with that. So Miss Rhonda Lane's here. Hi. Oh, our break was really good. Really, really good. We jammed everything possible into it. Hey, Desiree. Good morning. How are you? Jessie B. Hi. Good morning. You got 1 to 6 done. That's awesome, Jessie. 7 to 14 done. Look at you. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to do it every day, but it is a good practice. And I always think doing anything you can do in practice, which I learned when I did the Marguerite Miller challenge, it just makes you better. It just makes you better at whatever it is that you're wanting. You know, like I thought that doing the Marguerite Miller collage challenge the first year that I did it made me a better card maker. I was doing collage on large sheets of paper, but it made me a better storyteller, and it made me a better card maker. So yeah, there is definitely good things to come from just sitting down and practicing. I'm just kind of looking around here. I've got some scraps of jelly prints. I've got full jelly prints. I really hope my video for tomorrow uploads eventually. I've been trying to get it to work, but I did a little bit of gel printing in that video, and then I made a few postcards and I did a few entries on my junk journal. So we'll see. I have a whole bag of, that's me tripping on stuff, of gel prints, which I bagged up in preparation for this challenge. I did these yesterday. I realized I didn't have any yellow or red, so I did some yellow and red. These are just my roll-off pages, but I keep those too. So let's get into this. Let's cover at least a couple of cards, and then I don't know what I'll do after that. Hey Dawn, how's it going with your grandkids in town? I hope you're having the best time. Just the absolute most bestest time. Hi Dana, how you doing? I'm doing well. I'm getting back on schedule. This is our last full month of summer before school starts, so yeah, trying to get back to things. All right, I think I'll use that one on there. This one's pretty cool. I gel printed lace. So I laid a bunch of lace down my gel print, and then that's how I got this interesting texture. I think some of these I'll just go ahead and fully cover with the jelly print and then move on. This one's really cool too. This one I used gold flakes, and they stuck inside of the acrylic paint, and this is how they came out, which is, I really love that. Really love that. So one of the cards that I don't have a video for, or wait, I guess I do actually. Y'all haven't seen it yet. Yeah, it's coming out tomorrow. But my day 2 card is done. So day 1, and ended up getting blue paint when I was gel printing on the bow. That was unintentional. And then I shared a picture in my community tab yesterday of this one, which this print also has some of that gold flakes in it. This is the Waving Girl, the legend of the Waving Girl. And I decorated the back side of this postcard because I wanted the front side with the story, because it's kind of what inspired the front. And look at that spritz. Desiree, did you get any of Tim Holtz's spritz? Wow, they are so cool. I am loving them. Oh, you're resting before getting another day in, another day of play. I love that, Dawn. Y'all are getting all the sneak peeks. But here is my day 3 card and page. So yeah, day 3. I used this old book page, and I had a hard time covering up the text underneath, so I kind of just recreated it. So I covered it with a gel print, covered it with this one, and then I just kind of recreated the look of the text, and then I coordinated my little junk journal page to go with it. So that's day 3. for me personally. So these would be days, because I already have day 4 because I recorded the video for tomorrow for July 4th. So this would be 5, 6, and 7, something to that effect. All right, so let's get into it. Let's just put some things down here. That did not tear so great. I kind of like the idea of just doing partial with gel plate, partial with, you know, scrap paper or whatever. Those two, obviously, I don't really like those two together, but we'll find a piece that we do like. I could also use other, you know, just take pieces from different gel plate prints. So many options. I'm going to look through my scraps real quick though. Got this map paper. Don't really like those together. I think I will like these together though. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Hospital for Tropical Diseases. Interesting. This is a London map, which, you know, I'm gonna put that on because I've been thinking about our family and Jamaica. I keep watching this storm that's fast approaching them. Oh boy, I don't like the looks of it. I don't like the looks of it. I know our family is secure. I'm sure they'll be safe, but it's just the roads and feeling for the families that aren't, you know. This looks like a massive, nasty storm. I liked the London Zoo and Regent's Park. That's what I was originally tore this out for. But I guess I'm going to have to cover that up because this is where we're going with this one. So. Hi, Susan. The boy got lost at sea, Susan. The waving girl was always waving and at all the boats that would come by looking for her love to return. So the boy got lost at sea, I'm afraid. I can read you that postcard because I didn't read it in my video. But I can read you the story real quick. I'm glad you asked, Susan, because I was thinking it might be cool to make this journal, this Junk Journal July, and a theme of like legends and myths or something. What a fun, you know, kind of idea or concept. And include different stories and legends and myths. Oh boy, I'm flinging all kinds of stuff over here. Hi, Clint. What's the waving girl all about? Okay, yeah, let me read it to y'all. So, where is she? There she is. Okay, I didn't know either. I learned from the postcard. So, the legend of the waving girl. Her pretty red hair blowing in the wind, a white apron waving briskly in her hand. Florence Martis, known the world over as the waving girl, stood stoically greeting the passing ships and river tugs. The story of her lost love has grown into a legend. It is told of how, when she was a very young girl, the love of her life, a young sailor lad, went off to sea. She promised to be faithful and wait patiently for his return. Young Florence waited for the return of his warm, smiling face and the comforting embrace of his arms. She greeted every ship that passed her way. The white apron she waved by day, and a lantern she waved by night. For 50 years, she kept her vigilant watch by the lighthouse. Her faithful watch ended in 1931, and she passed away 12 years later. The love of her youth she never saw again. In remembrance of the spirit of the waving girl, a statue was commissioned and sculpted by Felix D. Weldon in 1971. The statue now stands at the east end of the river in Savannah, Georgia. So, that is the legend. I mean, it's kind of sad, I know. But that is the legend of the waving girl. I didn't know it. I didn't know that story either. I find it interesting that they say that it's known the world over. I live in the States, and I actually lived in Alabama for a while, and I still never heard that that legend. Okay. So, yep. That's the story. So with my collage that I did yesterday, this is her gold. She must have had a heart of gold, right? To be that devoted. So I put a heart of gold on there. I had this Tim Holtz strip, and I loved how it said on summer evenings. And I put this Dollar Tree sparkle heart on it. And then this is her and her lad. Or how she's inspired love. It could be somebody else. You know, Tim Holtz sometimes has a sailor in his portraits, and so I looked for a sailor, but I couldn't find one. Okay, let me grab a gel print that matches these, because I do need a gel print on here. Let's see. Where did that bag go? I just had it. Where did I put that bag? It's a huge bag. There it is. I couldn't remember where I put that thing. Okay. So my bag has a mixture of gel plates and painted papers. I'm wanting some pink. Obviously there's pink, but some of these, because they're painted papers, and that one's ink smushing, they're not technically gel prints. This blue might be nice. Yeah, I like that blue too. Just looking through. This is when I gel printed my scraps and did painted papers with my scraps. That's what these are all from. Let me look for my bigger pieces here. See what else I can find. When the last time I had a gel printing session, I did a lot of greens and blues because I was planning on making an ocean journal. I have a little bit of pink there. This is I love this. This is the pink I was thinking about. So I also have some pink brick. Let's just go with these and see. Put that bag back down there where I lost it last time. That should be good. Yeah, I don't mind this blue actually, because there is the blue there. Hi, my crafty adventures. How you doing? Linda Gorman, hello. Hey, Bug. How you doing? Just gonna cut a strip of this off. Well, not cut, but tear a strip of this off. I think I do like the pink better. Now, let's find an image. I've been kind of tempted to pick images from these collage books that I couldn't see myself picking otherwise. Oh, I kind of like this cow on Parade. Yeah, I'm going to do this cow. I used to collect the cows on Parade, the little figurines. I just loved them. You know, they were all covered by different artists. And I got to see some cows on Parade, like in person as well. But yeah, I used to collect the figurines. My mom always liked it when I was in the collecting mood. Ooh, I like that one too. Maybe we'll put that on the next one. Yeah, she always liked it when I would be collecting something, because then she knew what to buy me. She's so funny. This is a strange angle to cut from. There we go. Got it. Okay. Let's check these out. We'll put this cow on Parade in London. Down in Somerstown. How strange, right? That's fine. It's okay. It can be strange and different. I might put that horse on it though, just because of the colors. But I do like that the cow has some blue tying in that river. I bet this bull is named Beryl. Let's see. You guys, there's a fly in here bugging me, just so you know. This summer in Texas, it has just been, they've been unrelenting. Okay, let's cut out the middle section. So yesterday I was working and one kept bothering me. I'm convinced it was the same one that had been bothering me in here. He just followed me in there. And I killed him, but it was too close to my keyboard. And that thing got its final grand finale of being a pest, because I accidentally hit some keys that changed my native language. It zoomed in some of my screens that I was on at the time to like 225%, and it turned on my shortcut keys. I was like, oh my gosh. The ultimate pest. This guy's gonna lose that part. Sorry, dude. It'll be all right. All right. We'll see if he goes on here. I think this horse might actually be a better candidate. Yeah, I like the horse better. That's okay. We will use this somehow, some way. But I think the horse is better. I don't want to spend too much time on these postcards, but they have to be right. They have to make me happy, or else what's the point? I'm not going to do it just to do it. I'm going to do it if it's fun and makes me happy. I like this girl on a horse. Yeah, so after killing that one fly, it took me like 20 minutes to get my computer back to its standard operating mode. Oh my gosh. Oh, heard my husband start his vehicle. Must be that time. You guys, I need to call Geico because I got rear-ended last week before we left on our little weekend getaway. Leaving my neighborhood, I stopped at a stop sign. The guy behind me did not. We get out of a car, and I get out like I'm a linebacker because, you know, both my kids were in the car, and I've just got that kind of mama bear energy sometimes. He was following me incredibly closely, I noticed, as, you know, we made our way down the road, which I wasn't a fan of. I'm never a fan of that. And then, yeah, the girl with the horse is much better. This isn't like my favorite postcard of all time or anything, but this will work. Anyways, so I get out of the car and I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you following me that closely? Now you've rear-ended me. And he was like, I mean, I didn't think you would actually stop at the stop sign. I just figured we'd all roll on through. And I'm like, yeah, dude, we're in a neighborhood. I know it's crazy, but yeah, I'm going to stop at the stop sign. What makes you think I'm going to just roll on through? And then he was like, oh gosh, please don't call the cops. Please don't call the cops. And I'm like, just get me your insurance and your driver's license. And he wouldn't do it. And then he pretended like he was going to go get his insurance, but he really just jumped in his car and drove away all fast and crazy. So what did I do? I called the cops and I pressed charges. The guy was an idiot. So yeah, that was unexpected. That was not cool. Not cool, dude. Not cool. I think we're gonna have to put some flowers or something on this. This alone is not doing it for me. I wasn't gonna press charges. I really hate stuff like that. I really do. if he would have just given me his insurance and his driver's license, because it was just a fender bender, everything would have been fine. But he acted like an idiot. Drove off all crazy. He had already hit me. And I began to realize that, honestly, I think he thought there was nothing to it. But if it had been a more serious accident, I think he would have never even stopped. I don't think he has the right instincts, basically. And I do believe that we have to hold people accountable. And so the police officer who got my case, they worked to track him down. Luckily, when I got, and this is something for everyone here, when something like that happens, if you're in a condition that you can, take a picture of the license plate. Because that's how they track them down. Just saying. You know, unfortunately, not always in the condition that you can do that. But when I got out of my car, I just started taking pictures. And I don't think he realized that, obviously, because he thought he could just drive away. But I got a picture of his license plate. I got a picture of his fender, my bumper. I was on it. I was on it, y'all. So they did track him down. And, yeah. That was eventful. An eventful trip out of the neighborhood. I'm grabbing all kinds of flowers. I don't know which ones I'm going to use. It was my kid's first incident in a car. So, yeah. My son was like, "Calm down, Mom." I guess I got out of the car, like I said, like a linebacker. Oh my gosh. I was like, "No, I'm fine, but I'm gonna say something." Oh my gosh. So that was last Thursday. I got out of my live and bye, love you. And got out of our live, went and, you know, did some things with the kids, ran some errands, but first got in an accident. Ooh, I kind of like that behind her. So yeah, just moral of the story, take pictures, take photos if you can. Capture their license plate, because the officer, who was so sweet, she was so wonderful, who came to our house and took all the reports and everything, she was like, 90% of hit and runs are never solved because we don't have the license plate. No one captures the license plate, which I understand if you're like, you know, in a bad accident and that's not what you're doing. But if you're in just a little fender bender, like I was, jump out and take a picture of it. Turns out it wasn't even that dude's car. He wasn't insured to be driving it. And the people who the car did belong to just like begged me, "Oh, please, please charge him." I was like, okay. I think I like it just like this, you guys. And let me catch up to y'all. Yep, total bummer. Hi, Jennifer. Hi. Hugs from Brazil. Hi, Elias. Clau? Oh, you love my channel? Well, thank you. That's so sweet. Oh, Despicable Me 4. How fun, Linda. I love the Despicable Me movies. I absolutely love them. I am like a big kid. This probably surprises no one who watches my channel, but I love the troll movies. I love Despicable Me. You know, they're all ages. I would rather watch those most of the time than something really dark and violent. I don't like darkness and violence, even if it's just in storytelling and entertainment. So a lot of times I just rather watch Despicable Me and laugh. And I like comedy, um, laugh and giggle and feed my light heart that way. Okay, I like that. So let me tack this down. It has actually been years since I was involved in an accident. I was in a couple of pretty serious accidents when I was a child. Like cars rolling over or flying through the air kind of accidents. So I don't mess around. My father was a car guy, you know, and he taught me to drive from a very young age. And when I was like 13, 14, he started letting me, I grew up in a small town. He would let me drive him to like the corner store, and we would drive around town at night. And he just wanted me to learn, really know how to drive before he released me as a 16-year-old. And so, yeah, it's just something I don't mess around when it comes to cars. I don't really like riding with people either. I kind of prefer to drive for that reason. And now I keep wanting to do the same with my son that my dad did with me, but you just can't do that these days. Back in the 90s, you could. It wasn't, I'm not saying it was legal, but you could do it. You know? But yeah, I keep wanting to get him out there early and make sure he knows all the ways of the road. Because these days, you just have to teach people how to be really defensive in their driving. Because there are so many people who make poor choices on the road. I really like this postcard, by the way. I don't know how y'all are feeling about it. But the flowers and the girl on the horse, it all worked out. There's our gel print. Oh, we need a number. Number 5 is what we need. So let's add a 5 somewhere. I got out some, you know, I was using these alphas yesterday. I also got these out. That's huge though. I don't necessarily want to use something that big. Yeah, Susan, you nailed it. There was something wrong with his details. And I think, honestly, I think he was high. I think he was probably high or had something on him, and he just couldn't bear to think of the cops coming. Which the idiot, like, I wasn't going to call the cops. If he would just act normal, everything would have been fine. But no. So it's just a misdemeanor. The charges are, which make me feel better about it. I'm just going to put this 5 right here. So that is day 5. Yeah, he totally did. And that was, you know, like, I felt bad, but then I was like, he made that choice. I didn't make that choice. He made that choice. He never asked if anybody else was in the car. He never asked, "Are you okay?" He never said, "Sorry." He was only concerned with himself. Also, not a big fan of that. So, hey, Best Buy, I think I improved your postcard. If Best Buy sent me this, I'd probably go to their store and be like, "What's up, Best Buy?" Okay, so day 5 is done, and I have day 5 of my junk journal complete, and I think it's going to go together quite nicely. I still have all these flowers out, so I could add a flower to the page as well. Yes, here is day 5. So, find a reason to smile every day. Oh, I love the way that goes together. See, and we could add a flower up here if we wanted to kind of tie the two together. Let's do that. Let's just add that flower right there. I do like this one too. Yeah, that doesn't bother me. So let's put that on there. I just keep these flowers in my ephemera holder. Can't go wrong with having pre-cut flowers. And then let's stamp the back. I'm gonna end up changing the back, but whatever. We'll just stamp it for now. July 5th, because this is for the 5th. Okay. Done with that. Put that one over there. I'm going to put these back in. Actually, before I put them back, we still got this bowl. Let's see. Let's see what we can do with this bowl. I kind of like the idea of using a gel print as a pasture behind him. We could have pasture and flowers and sky, even though he's a statue. Let's try that. Yes, like that. Let me see how high up this goes on the post. Yep, that's good. Just gonna do this here. Whoops. We can fix it. This is just really old paper. Have to be careful when tearing. Really old paper. Okay, so there's our pasture. Here's our cow. Okay, let me grab some sky and catch up with you guys. Hey, Flo. Oh, Rhonda Lane, you're so funny. Yeah, you know, there's been situations, there's been things I've endured in my past. And man, I think I want to use this gel printed transparency. When I was gel printing my scraps and stuff, I was like, you know what? I've never gel printed on acetate, but these would be such cool clouds. So let's work with that. What if we put something like this brick behind it? And then we have the cloud. Ooh, I like it. Let's do it. Yeah, in the past, I guess I've learned my lessons. They were more serious circumstances, and I didn't even press charges. And I realized, hindsight later, that I should have, because it would have been a form of protecting others if I had. So I couldn't help but think of that when I was thinking of this clown, because he needs better instincts. I'm such a mom. Like, he needs better instincts, and I'm going to help him find them. This postcard isn't really 4 inches. It's 4 1/4. So let's fix that. Now we're working with 4 by 6. Yeah, so I figured, well, maybe this will help him develop better instincts. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut this down to 4 by 6 as well. Oh, yeah, Flo, I'm fine though. It was so minimal. It was really just like principal and the people who own the car begging, like, oh, please. Please. Okay. Sure. Okay. That. Now we're going to put this little cutie patootie down here. Did you guys know that more people die? Sorry. Wow. This is sorry. Dark life. I just heard this the other day and I didn't realize it. By bullhorns and attacks from livestock than bears every year. I don't know. That was an interesting fact. I live in Texas. We don't have bears, so bears are kind of terrifying to me. But then when I was like, oh, cows are actually more dangerous? Interesting. I didn't know. I'm just trying to pick. I really think I like these clouds, the real subtle ones. Let's use those as our clouds. Okay, no more darkness after that. Oh my gosh. You're like, great. Glad I woke up to hang out with Biddy Penny this morning. No. Okay, here's what I'm going to do with this. I can't really use like glue on it. I'm not going to cut, I think I'm going to cut this a little shorter than 4 by 6. Well, first of all, I want to trim off that top part. Just a little bit of that. I think I'm going to tape this on with some Timmy tape. All right. would not be everyone's first choice. I know, but I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. I really like it. I like what it's doing. I'm going to grab some Timmy tape. Let's see. Or my own. Thought his tape was right there, and it's not. So, where did it go? I cleaned up. If I don't clean up, everything's just out. I just grab it. But then I clean up, and I don't know where it goes sometimes. I know I'm not alone. I know that exact thing happens to others. Okay, no worries. We'll just make our own. I just need to find a surface to make my own on. Looking for my little silicone mats. I haven't had them because I've been using the Timmy tape. There they are. Here's Toby tape. Ooh, I even have blue. Timmy doesn't have blue. I have blue. So this is how I'm going to attach this. Have I glued anything down yet? Yes. Okay, good. Yeah, just put a piece of blue tape up there. Now, bring these back in. And I think I will just wrap this around like so. And let it be on the back too. Why not? I'm going to cover up the back of it anyways. I like the way this is coming together. Okay, so put some glue on it. You guys, I'm trying so hard, and probably because I'm trying so hard that it's not working, to get Sparkle Heart to scrapbook our trip with me. I want to get her into scrapbooking and us share it together, but she keeps telling me I'm not a paper crafter. I don't know how that happened. No. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe if I have her make a Barbie book first, then she'll fall in love with paper crafting and scrapbook with me. All right. I'm just knocking back these white lines from where I cut this image out. Oh, that looks so much better. So glad I did that. So you just can't see those white lines now. Let's see if we want some flowers on here as well, maybe. I don't know if I like it with the flowers. Kind of like that one because it's almost not even like a flower, it's just another texture. I kind of like that, and it looks porcelain. I think it looks more almost like a shrub. I think that looks kind of cool. I'm gonna let that stay. Just glue this on top of it. And then we need a number 6 somewhere on here, or 6 of something. I was thinking could add a cloud. I know this is not everyone's type of paper crafting. I get that. Almost done with this one. Kind of like that too. I like how it's just kind of like with the rolling hill or something. I don't know. I like that. I'm going to leave that 2. I'm going to add a 6, and this is going to be done. I don't know how I'm going to add a 6 yet, but I'll figure it out. Oh, we could brand the cow with the 6. That's what we'll do. It's branding time. Okay. I'm going to catch up to you guys. Put it on a tiny. All right. Let's see if I can get a little bit of that up. No, but that's fine. All right. We did it. It's different. Wow, that's really different, but I like it. And it's cool. I got to use the jelly print acetate and this jelly print and some ephemera and the painted papers. That's fun. Okay, I'm done with postcards. Once you get going, they are quite fun. You can use any kind of ephemera you could decorate these any way that you want. Mine have all been very different so far. Hey Kim, how are you? Your stocking paid off. It sure did. I was planning on being here today. I'm not going to be here tomorrow. I will probably be here on Friday. I have the day off from work. And I may even be here Saturday. I don't know. We'll see. Tomorrow will be a recorded video. All right. Let's find a home. So we got 5. Yeah, so 6 could go here. Now, I need to decorate the page. Let me look at my prompts for Junk Journal July and see what pops up there. Okay. Oh, 6 is wildlife. What? For real, 6 is wildlife. How perfect is that? So we just need to decorate the page. This is coming together beautifully. Okay, so I could bring in, ooh, I like the idea of that. Let's bring this in. And I'm going to use a glue stick because this page is torn as well. There we go. And just trim that off. I'm just going to mimic the postcard, basically. Alrighty. Turn everything back around. Here we go. So I need a pocket, and I think we'll just bring in the same acetate, maybe. I might make the pocket out of vellum, or this bottom part of the acetate. I was thinking of covering the whole thing with it, but that won't work because I need, I mean, it could work if I use tape, but it's, let's check this side out. And then this whole thing would be down in the pocket. I think, let's see. I actually like the whole thing covered in it, but I still need to create a pocket, some kind of band, some kind of way to keep this in here. Everything's sticking to my scissors. Like so. A little more needs to come off. Oh, that's interesting, Vicky, and good morning, sweet Vicky. She said in Oklahoma, farm kids can drive themselves to and from school. They just can't have anyone else in the car. Oh, that's really cool. Okay. I mean, it would be cool for some, maybe not for all, but I understand it. I respect it. Let's see how we're going to adhere this down. I'm almost thinking I need to do tape again. This should shock no one, but that is not a straight line. That's a little more straight. There we go. A little bit better, not much. Let's try again. I'll just trim it from the other side. I think I'm gonna have to tape this, you guys. I don't really know. I don't want to put staples in it. Not really. I could, but I don't love the way staples look. I just don't. I would want to be covering them up. And the whole point of this is to have some transparency. So I think I'm just going to use tape. Now, this is an accordion journal, so I have to open it up all the way. Make sure I don't tape my pages together. That would be sad. Okay, for me. And I'm just going to use this aged faux tape. Well, it's real tape, but it's faux aged. I thought about that, Rhonda. I thought about taking him to a shopping, like a parking lot somewhere. Yeah. I mean, he's just, his birthday is on July 14th. Sorry, July 12th, he turns 14. That's what I'm trying to say. He's still a bit young, but, you know, as crazy as people drive, it's not bad to start them young, to really build up the confidence and assure me as his mother, he's got this. When it's time to set him free. Okay. I think I will leave this as a pocket in case I do want to add something in there later. Question mark. I'm gonna add some tape to this side, and I'm using pink because that's fun since this side has some pink in it. Okay. There we go. We did it. Now it has a pocket. It is a pocket where I could, in theory, put my dude in there like so. Like that could work, but he's so much prettier on top. So I had this other piece of acetate that I had trimmed off, and I was thinking, well, that could be a belly band. But I didn't really like it as a belly band either. So now I'm looking at it, adding another layer down here for the low pocket. That seems like the winning combination. This I almost feel like I really need to staple. The acetate on acetate on acetate. Okay, let me get my tiny attacher. Love the postcard. Yay! I'm so glad. Okay. All right. That might even do it. I don't really know how I would cover up the staples on this front side, but the back side won't be a problem. I can always cover up the staples on the back side. I also don't know how to get this in here. I can't really do it like that. I'm gonna have to do it like this. There we go. And I'm gonna have to live with the fact that this has staples in it, because I want acetate, and that's the only way I really know how to make it work. But yay, we did it. This is day 6, page 6. I can already tell this thing is gonna get so chunky. I don't know if y'all remember how flat and thin it was in the beginning, but only on day 6, and she's already getting chunky. I have a feeling she's gonna be like, you know, I don't know, something like this by the time we're done. But that's the fun thing about an accordion journal. is it can just grow and grow and grow. So we did it. We did all of that. Fun, fun, fun for me anyways. Hopefully fun for you guys too. We learned about the waving girl. I'm trying to put her back in here without opening it. This is laziness, all right. I'm gonna have to open it to put her in there. Well, she was actually going in there. All right, so this is what we have so far. 6 days done. I am not as far as Jessie. Jessie's already at day 14. But I have a jump on it. So there is that. I've got a mess of gel prints and things to clean up, but that'll be easy. I'm just gonna take this pile and put it in my bag. Now, let's do something else, shall we? I have a couple of pieces of acetate left, really not very much. We used up that full sheet almost entirely. Here's another piece. That's what I have left over of the acetate. All right. Next, did y'all see my sheet load yesterday? I made a sheet load of cards, and I didn't really emphasize how fun these foldy parts are, but 4 of the cards have these folded details, and I just love them. They do like flatten out to mail, but then you can kind of refluff them. So yeah, this is my quinceañera birthday cards. See the butterfly? So these are from To Casa de Papel, and she did give a discount code for 20% off all the digitals in her shop, and you guys can use it if you want. She sells a lot of all of her digitals are true to like her culture, and so there's a lot of like Latino and Mexican themed, Day of the Dead. That's how I found her, and that's where I got my Day of the Dead. She has some really cool different ones, and I just fell in love with these. And then I reached out to her and was like, hey, would you be willing to give my subscribers a discount code? She was like, absolutely. So you guys can get 20% off her digital kits in her shop. Look at this. Isn't that sweet? All I had to do was cut it out. I mean, the hard work is done in the way that she designs these. I just layered things. And what's fun is because it's a digital, you can, you know, print as many butterflies as you want to put into your cards and journaling cards. But yeah, these were off to the side. And maybe you hadn't seen these yet. Maybe you didn't get to see that video yesterday, but there they are up close. So much fun. Love those. I did, all of these stamps are real stamps that I had in my collection, and I dug through it to find the ones from Latin countries. So this is Mexico. This is Mexico. This is not, but it was mother and child, so I thought it would work. Argentina, Spain, Ecuador. And again, this one isn't, but I just thought it worked. So I only had so many from Latin countries. And, but yeah, that was my sheet load yesterday. What else can we talk about or work on? I have this little girl that I never finished. She's just kind of sitting over there, waiting to be completed. Susan will probably just end up whining about his bad luck. Yeah, as if anyone made those choices for him. No pity here. This piece doesn't go here. I need to find the packaging for that piece, though. That was not a part of the plan. This was my Art Nouveau, the second Art Nouveau card. So I needed to die cut these out. And then also this globe. Let's take a look. Let's see how detailed it is. So let's just take a look. I haven't even opened this die set yet. It's got letters. I'm not cutting those out. But the globe is just looks like a couple of pieces. We could work on this if y'all are up for it. Yeah, just a couple of pieces. There's also these pop-up pieces for the continents. But we may not even do pop-up continents. We may just do a flat piece because we've got all this other stuff going on. This card's gonna have a whole lot going on, but that's how Art Nouveau is. So let's just do a little die cutting and see where we end up, shall we? It'd be nice to get these things off of my desk and put away again, for me anyways. I know that doesn't really matter to you guys, but for me, I'd like to get it done and put away. Oh my gosh, I haven't told y'all this story yet, but when we got back from our trip, the boys, my hubby and my son, went off to see a Copa America game. They saw Jamaica play Venezuela. Oh my gosh. And I had bought them Jamaica shirts. My husband's Jamaican, for those who didn't know. And anyway, so I bought them Jamaican shirts for the game. And they were like, yeah, we were the only people there for Jamaica. Like, they were like 98% of the people that were at this game were Venezuelan and had on Venezuelan outfits. Oh my gosh. Their stories were so funny. They were the lone wolves holding it down for Jamaica that day. Let's see. It was our son's first time to go see an international soccer game. And it was quite the experience, I believe. Okay, I'm looking for something, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm looking for something to cut this out of. And I think I might just cut it out of this file folder. Yeah, that'll fit on my plate. Yeah, let's do that. This is going to be, one day, this file folder is going to turn into a folio. But today, I'm going to cut a circle out of it. Essentially. Jamaica got beat that day, 3-0. I don't know anyone else, but soccer or football is being played here. Sorry, I bumped y'all. There. um, on the television nonstop these days because the Euro Cup is going on, the Copa Americas is going on. It's football, football, football around here right now. There's our globe. See, this will work. I just basically will have a window now in the front of this folio. So, yes, it is. It's wearing my husband out because they'll have like 3 games a day for the Euro Cup, and then Copa America is going on simultaneously, and then the Olympics are coming. So for a household that rarely has much sports on the television, it is nothing but sports right now. Luckily, I love watching soccer as well, so that's it. I don't mind. I enjoy it. So that's not me complaining. It's just a lot. I'm just working some of these pieces out of here. I like that I die cut this out of the file folder because it has like this manila color, and she has that color too. So I love that that's going to blend really well with her. Where is my brush? Looking for my die cut brush. I found it. I'm going to catch up to you guys. Ave, how are you? Good morning. Glad you were able to catch a live. Hi, Nima. Good morning, Paula. Miss Paula Rice. I've been missing Craft Roulette. I need to get back. I've just been busy because we've been traveling and stuff. I don't even know. I haven't even watched the replay yet from Friday. Need to do that. I don't even know what the parameters are. I don't even know who was on. I'm completely out of the loop right now. Got to get back in the loop. It's a wonderful loop to be in. Linda had to go walk the dog. I totally understand. Wonder what that goes to. I'm not really sure. I know these go together. Let's die cut these real quick. I also want to die cut these two. I'm going to do this out of white cardstock, and if I want to color some of it, I can. This is a Spellbinders die. I got it in one of their big sales that they do. It's called Color Block Southwest. I thought it was so cool. I love Southwest and tribal textiles, so I'm always a sucker for things like this. A2, you're funny, Paula. A2 project, perfect for me. Donut Shop colors. Dolly for Element. What? I have a Dolly Parton stamp. Yes, I do. I love Dolly Parton. I had to answer. I was interviewing for something the other day. Not a job, but I was interviewing for something, and they asked me if you could sit down and have a conversation with anyone living, who would it be and why? And my answer was Dolly Parton. I think they said celebrity. Like if you could sit down. Sorry, I bumped y'all again, didn't I? I hate that. It'll end in just a second, the earthquake on my camera. But yeah. Oh, I know why y'all are shaking. Sorry, y'all are shaking because this is attached to my table that has my die cutting machine on it. Sorry about that. I'm going to hold y'all steady, kind of, and die cut. I think it had to be a celebrity is one reason. But yeah, I chose Dolly Parton. No shame in my game. She's pretty spectacular person. I love that as many years as she's been in the entertainment industry, she's never forgotten who she is or where she came from. She's so generous. She has like this book program. You know, she's really invested in like the youth, and she's uniquely herself. I think she's just amazing. So, yep, I'd love to sit down with Dolly, pick her brain. That would be fun. That's who I would talk to as of all the celebrities. I picked Dolly Parton. I don't own any of her CDs. It's not about her music. It's just about her and who she is. You think Patty Beck has Dolly Parton's address? I heard that her husband is ill, Carl, and that she's canceled all of her tours and is just going to be home with him and see him through whatever it is that he's going through. She is so amazing. I just love her. So yeah, I might not include this one. I know it's very Art Nouveau, but we did that last time. I think I'll just die cut these now. I'm kind of like not wanting to move this because I like that it's just kind of stuck here in case I want to color it. I won't have pieces everywhere. So this is where we're going. Somewhere like this is where we're going. I don't know exactly. But then we could put the moon over here. Ooh, I'm loving it. And then we might rest the little owl, but it's going to be going this way. Might rest that on the film strip. Oh my gosh, so glad this is what we're doing. I also kind of like the idea of her having the bird perched right there on her fingers. And then I don't necessarily need the owl. We don't need multiple birds. So let me take the owl out of the equation. I've got a few more of these leaves. That we could also put over here. Okay, let me die cut this. Will it fit on my sidekick? Let's see. Oh boy. Craft Lanch, hold on. I didn't know that sidekick was holding so many things back. Okay, we need the cutting plates. All right. Craft Lanch avoided for now. Okay. Let's do this. I'm loving this. Let's see. Will this even fit on here? Yes. Yay. That's a win. Yay. There's a scrap. That's another win. This is coming together beautifully. I was afraid it was going to be too time consuming, but I think we can do it. Just throw those over there. Just throw those anywhere. I know, I have to use it, Paula. Hey, Yvette, how are you? I am such... Yvette, I have been laughing for like a week since I caught your live and got put in timeout like a bad girl for using emojis. I have been cracking up about that. It just... Your Nightbot does not like me. It's not my friend. It was so funny because once you get put in timeout, you guys, there's no more comments. You can't say anything. Less is more unless I'm making a card. And then more is more, and it's wonderful. Yeah, so we're going to put that moon on there too. Less is more. Not in this case, my friends. Not in the card making world of mine. Okay. But yeah, Yvette, that just has been cracking me up. I'm going to put these in here. I'm afraid I'm going to lose them. That I got put in timeout. I got scolded by your Nightbot. Hi, Deidre. Love Dolly. My grandma used to call me when Dolly was on TV so I wouldn't miss her. Oh, Deidre, I love that. Yeah, I used to... oh man, I used to sing 9 to 5 and take this job and shove it when I was like 5. Even younger. And my godmother was my babysitter. She's like, you don't even have a job. And I'm like, yeah, but this, I don't like this. So it was like my protest song. And I just never will forget that. She'd be like, you don't even have a job. And I'll be like, yeah, but I don't like this. So take this job and shove it. I have always been me. Oh, you turned Nightbot off? Oh my gosh, Yvette, you don't have to turn it off because I got put in the corner. It cracked. It was my first time ever of being put in timeout on YouTube by Nightbot. I mean, it just cracked me up. Let's do red and black background. I'm going to try to use alcohol markers, but none of my red markers seem to really work anymore. Maybe this one will work. I don't know for sure. Yay, it's working. Okay. I love red, black, and white together. I don't know what it is. I used to always have my bathroom decorated in red, black, and white because it feels crisp and clean, and I don't know. I've always liked those 3 colors together. I'm glad these stuck like this to the cutting plate because otherwise I'd already be confused about where these dies go and what to color each one of them. I'm not going to worry about coloring the inner part of this die because obviously it's going to be covered with all this other stuff. So I'm only going to worry about the outer edges. Yvette, I loved your sheet load with the soft colors and the butterflies. That was really sweet. There was a couple of kind of shabby chic. Beth did a shabby chic. She said she was channeling her inner Bitty Penny, and I almost fell out of my chair. I'm just so honored. It was so sweet of her. You know, she's such a sweetheart. I love Beth. She sends out a lot of cards. Beth is, oh gosh, what's the name of her? Bourbon Creek. Okay, got red now. Let's do some black. And then I might ink blend. We might do red, black, and brown, like a dingy vintage color. I don't know if I probably won't keep any white in this card. Go back. Where did this paper doll come from? This paper doll came from Sweet Pea Curiosities. She has a kit that has all, I think it's called Songbird, if I'm not mistaken. And it just has all of these girls like this who, it's got a music theme, but then all the girls, it's all this color. These are the only colors. It has highlights of red, but it's mainly like sepia, black, and neutral. And then it's all music themed, and there's all these different girls, and it's got moons. It's just magical. I fell in love with it at first sight. It's like, oh my gosh. And I've made some of my favorite cards with it. I just love it. Honestly, the printables are so well designed. They are just so good that you don't have to do much. But these are a part of my Art Nouveau exploration. I don't even know why I've been holding that cap lid for so long. But anyways, yeah, this is just where I'm exploring Art Nouveau, and I kind of came up with a concept for 2 different cards in a live, but I just didn't have time to get to both of them. So this one's been sitting over off to the side of my desk, waiting on me to come back to it. So I'm really excited actually, because the dies were, things have to be, you have to batten down the hatches here in my craft room because like loose dies is dangerous. I still have a shard of a razor blade floating around here somewhere, which I love reminding everybody about when they're like, I'm going to go to your craft room and get something. I'm like, yep, just watch out for razor blade. It's a nice deterrent. Okay, cool. I wanted to put all of this here and see, do I really want to do these edges in sepia or, you know, like a brown tone, or do I want to keep some white? I might actually keep some white. I don't know. I'm going to have to do the moon in sepia. I might do these leaves. See this blue? Hold it up closer to the camera. See how that's like speckled egg, Tim Holtz speckled egg blue? I might actually do these leaves in some speckled egg color. I think that'd be really interesting. And Then we have our moon. Ooh, I like the way the moon kind of frames with the globe. And then we're going to have this little bird perched right there on her fingertips. I think this is the way it's going to go. What do y'all think about the white? I need some input. Keep some white. Thank you, Yvette. You're already like, I know she needs my, my input. Megan, hi, how are you? Oh, thanks, Yvette. I have the best time with the sheet load every month. And now I'm loving adding it to my junk journal process. So thank you. Let's clean up one mess so we can make another. Oh, I have a little bit of mixed media on here too. Okay. You guys, I don't know what I'd do if I couldn't work on a glass mat. I remember I used to not be able to work on the glass mat when I do craft roulette, and I would be so like disoriented. Here's just a random scrap. And I want to clean my brush off a little bit. So I'm just going to ink blend on here. I'll use this for something. I'm not worried about it. Just trying to get the majority of the blue. I never clean my brushes, so they're always soaked in color. Just want to get some of this off. This is not the blue that I want to use. It's pretty though. It's a really pretty blue. Okay. We'll be going soon. I got to go to work. So I'd say we got about 15 minutes to put this card together. Okay, I'm looking for my speckled egg. That's the color of her dress. And I'm going to pick up quite a bit of it so that it's the main color that comes off. Just lightly hitting these leaves. If I don't cover it completely in speckled egg, then I think the white will make more sense. We can start with white, and if I don't like it, we'll just add some brown. I think that's all the leaves I need, so I'm not going to color any more of those. Did I have some more votes for white? Back from the walk. Yeah, Linda, I'm still here. I hope your doggy had a good walk. You and your doggy. All right. I don't know. This may be, I don't know what size this is, but I think I'll put it on a 5x7. I don't know what size this cover plate is. Oh, it looks like it's an A2. Yeah, that's an A2. Well, it's not going to be an A2 for long. I'm going to put it on a 5x7. Now, we say keep some white, but I'm going to use a white card base unless I use black. Let's see. Let's just see. Here's white. We'll start with white because I already have it cut. I don't think so. Okay, let me try black. Black is where it's at for this one. So we'll do black. I'm just going to trim this down to 5 or 7 by 10. My paper is going to be trimmed down to 7 by 10 and then folded at 5. I really wanted to make a junk journal today. I guess we're going to have to do that in another live later. But I've really been wanting to make a junk journal. Okay, let's do black, and then yes, I'm okay with the white. Let's do something with this moon because it's not going to stand out like that. Let's put a little yellow. A little color won't hurt. There it is. I'm just trying to hit the edges of the moon. Little moon glow. Oh boy. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, let's do this. Move these pieces off to the side. Won't this be fun? Okay. We'll be fine. Everything's fine. Let's start with the center. Do I want to start with the center? This die feels a little risky, to be honest, to put on a larger card, because I know what I'm going to do. Because things could get wonky really fast because you've got all these loose pieces and you think you're lining it up, and then suddenly you get to the end and you're like, wow, it's all crooked. So I'm not going to glue it directly to my card base. I'm going to instead cut out, because it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm going to cut out a base to put it on. And what I'm going to do is start with the outside edges. The little corner pieces, these pieces on the outside, and that will get us much better results. Paula Rice picked up some travel brochures on Sunday with the thoughts of maybe doing some type of journal. It would be her first one. Yes, Paula. Yes, yes, yes. Try it. You know, if you picked up brochures, you don't even have to maybe build a base depending on what kind you picked up. You could just collage with papers on top of them and then add in pages. If you wanted to, that would be one approach that you could do. You could also take a piece of paper. I've been thinking about doing this. So you could take a normal 8 1/2 by 11 sheet of paper, cut it to 7 by like 11, and make a 5 by 7 journal. You want to cut it to 11 instead of 10 because you're going to want a spine probably to work with, unless you just really wanted a small. You could start with a greeting card. You can always, you know, start a junk journal with a greeting card too. This feels like Tetris. Putting this die together feels like Tetris. And I like it. I like putting dies together because I feel like I'm building a puzzle, and I do like puzzles. Yeah, Traveler's Notebooks is another way to go. I'm excited that it's almost school supply time because, you know, just the folders, the basic folders, not even with the brads, but you could start with the brads and punch holes, and you could just make one out of a notebook folder. But I like the ones that just have the pockets, and I trim that down to the size of a journal that I want, like 9x6. And you can make a journal out of that, out of a school folder. You just trim it down so that you still keep that fold, that spine, and you trim the outer edges. You trim it down to 9x6, and then you can cover it with paper, and then you can just tie your pages in a flow journal kind of way. So let me show you. I have this card sitting over here. So this is a 5x7 card that I put pockets in, yeah? And then I just took string and tied it around it, and that's how I keep the pages in. So this could, you could just put more paper in here, and this could be a journal. You could start with a 5x7 card, because Paula, I know you're a card maker. So, you know, that may be a really comfortable place for you to get started. If the sewing is intimidating or construction is intimidating, I consider myself a construction worker of card making. I even have a hard hat. Yeah, because I'm very much, I like building things out of paper, you know? So for me, it's exciting to build like a mini album. It's exciting to build a journal because I like construction. I like the constructing things. Just like this die feels, I think I enjoy putting dies together because I feel like, you know, I'm building something here. Oh, goodness. There we go. Fits like a glove. There we go. I really don't have to put those center pieces in right there. I think I'll save those for another card, or even for the inside of the card. That might be interesting. Because we're going to fill this space with all the other pieces. See, but now this I can put on my 5x7, and I like that. So let's start there. I don't know if this white's going to stay white with me and my glue fingers, but then I can come in, add the details. See, and because I'm working on a larger card base, my moon could actually extend out like so. This can go over. Maybe it could even be down here at the bottom. I could cut another one and put it at the top and border the card even with those. So many options. A little birdie's going to go right there. And then these leaves. Good call on the white, Yvette. Yeah, because there's not too much of it. Ooh, I like that. I think I'm just going to do that. This would be a really beautiful, like, your love makes my heart sing kind of card or something. I'm thinking of a sentiment. Kind of like this little flower, which was just off to the side, but the right color. Okay, I think this is the direction we're going. So once again, swipe all that off. And now glue this down to our base. This could even be a journal. A journal doesn't have to have 150 pages. A journal can have, if you put 6 pages, folded pages in a journal, then you've got 24 pages for journaling. So even 6 pages offers quite a bit of journaling space. I hear ya. I saw Dolly on the Craft Roulette parameter list, and I was like, ooh, I really hope somebody lands on that. I am so glad that it happened, that someone did land on it before Mary took it off, because, you know, she changes it up, which is fun. That's awesome. That makes me really want to make a Craft Roulette card. Okay. Then we need the moon. I like the moon hanging off of the edge here. So we're going to do that. Now, I can't help myself. This is double layered, right? We had the cardstock that I die cut out of, and then I put that on top of cardstock. So if I glue this down, it's going to drive me nuts if these pieces kind of stick here. And I don't think I'll like that. Well, maybe it'll be okay because it'll be kind of curved. Normally, I wouldn't do that. Normally, what I would do would be come in and add 2 layers of cardstock behind the moon so that everything could be even. But because it's curved and it's the moon, I'm going to let it fly like this time. Because it kind of emphasizes the curvature. So it'll be okay. It'll be all right. All right, and we'll put this girl down. Do you guys have any fun 4th of July plans? I'd love to hear it. Shay, how are you? Hi. We are going to a parade and having breakfast with my mom. That's our big plans. That's really it. Not a lot, but the parade will be fun. It's a festive way to spend the day. I wish this die was just a little bit shorter, because I don't love that this is going to be cut off, but I have to live with it. The other thing I could do would be make it shorter. No, I don't like that either. So let's just put it on. Oh, wait, I think I'm going to put the plants behind the film strip. Yes. So we need to actually put the plants on first. Almost done, you guys. What a long life. This is what happens when I haven't been on in a while, and well, I just want to craft. So get a long life. There we go. Yay, I'm so excited I'm getting this card made. Okay, then a couple of these over here. I love dogs. I love them too. Oh, my mom's puppy is really missing Abby, her dog that just passed 2 weeks ago, and she's acting up. She got my mom's glasses. She's been chewing on things. She's just being a rascal because she misses her big sister and doesn't understand, you know. Bless her heart. So many times I just wish I could explain it to dogs, you know. Like Fazzy gets, even though she loves hanging out at my brother-in-law's house and with my niece and nephew, and my sweet sister-in-law is just the best dog person. They both are. And she knows that. She knows she's in a good, loving home, but she still just misses us when we go away. And she wouldn't eat this last time for a full day. It's like, I just wish I could tell her, like, hey, Faz, we'll be back in like 48, 72 hours, whatever. Like, just have fun. Don't be stressed. Just have fun. Young kids. It's the same way with young kids. Okay. Okay, it doesn't bother me as much as I thought it would. I could also, honestly, just shorten it and put it right back on there. Or I can learn to live with it and let it go off the page. Okay, we've got a bird to glue down, a flower to glue down, and we've done it. We've finished this card. Oh, love this bird. Okay, and then this little bitty flower. It's going to go somewhere over here. Right there. Yay! We did it! We finally finished this card. Thanks for hanging out with me while I put all of that together. I really like it. There's one spot that's kind of driving me crazy though. This one right here is not fully black. It was missing a little bit of color. What do y'all think? Do you like it? I really like it. Still very Art Nouveau, I think. And see, this piece can go on the inside, like over here. I probably just color this red and leave this white. Otherwise, it would look like the Red Cross. And so I think that might be kind of weird. So I would just color these parts red and leave the cross white. So that's that. Hi, Sharon. How are you? Are you enjoying your summer? I was thinking about you. This is our last full month of summer. Oh. Oh, Sharon, that is wonderful. She said, I just wanted to jump on and tell you how much I appreciate you. I have been using my huge set of watercolor markers with water pens and haven't used those markers for 20 years. I absolutely love reading that. Jessica S. Hey, girl. And awesome. Jessica S. is actually going to be selling her cards at her community day. Yay, Jessica. Way to put yourself out there. I bet you're going to do really well. I'm so happy for you. Oh, yeah, Jessie has a new baby, a new puppy. I love that she's bringing energy to her 12-year-old dog and her husband lights up around her. I love that. Absolutely love. That's how Blossom is, my mom's dog. Her full name is Princess Buttercup Blossom, but we call her Blossom for short. Can you guess who named her? Anyways, so yeah, she is a handful, but she is nothing but pure love, and we adore her, little rascal. Oh, that is so awesome, Shay. Well, Sharon, you just come over here anytime. I'm glad you like the card. Yes, Jessica, you're going to do awesome. Oh my gosh, Sharon, that's too much. She's been sanding, scrubbing, and painting her huge deck. Ew. You'd rather be crafting, right? Ew. I have to clean. I have to do, there's a couple of rooms I really want to deep clean this weekend. I mean, I don't really want to, but I really need to. So I understand. And it'll feel good when your deck is redone. So this is the card that I made. And then if you missed at the beginning, I'm also doing my Junk Journal July and my Jelly postcard play. And so this was today's. This is for the 2nd. But I have jumped ahead and gotten more done. We made this one today. It's kind of really different, but I like it. I like how it ended up. This is actually day 5's because I've gotten ahead. And I'm just kind of incorporating the postcards with my Junk Journal July. So this is day 3. So today is July 3rd. This is day 3's card. But this is what we made here in the live as well. This wild little thing, which has acetate, gel printed acetate on it, and a cow on parade. We had to brand him with a number 6, and then I made this really interesting double pocket out of acetate, jelly printed acetate. So this one, but also the back of it here is also a pocket, which will, I think, come in handy. I can tuck other postcards back there. So that's what we worked on today, and just love hanging out with you guys. I missed you because I've been busy and gone. I know, dogs just know, don't they? They're so sweet. Princess Buttercup Blossom. Yep, that's her full name. It's on her medical records and everything. Oh my gosh. Hi, Jim. How are you? I hope you're feeling better every day, my friend. I truly, truly do. Jim, I want to know more about some quilt things I've seen on your Instagram. I don't know. You do some interesting things, Jim. You keep me intrigued, my friend. Oh my gosh, and that picture of you where you had like a purple shirt and then they were standing by all those purple flowers, I was just like, oh my gosh, that's so awesome. If you get a dog, you're going to have Sparkle Heart Namer. Careful, Sharon. When we got our dog, she was stuck on the name Noodles, which actually kind of fits our dog's personality. She is a big noodle sometimes, but like, I think she's past the noodle stage, but yeah, it cracked me and my mom up when she gave her full name. And she was able, so our dog already, we rescued a dog, and she already had a name, and she was 2 years old. We didn't want to change it on her. So we kept her first name, which was Phasma. And then, but Carmen was like, can I still name her? And I was like, of course, she needs a middle name. So her middle name is Angelina. So Phasma Angelina. So you never know what you're going to get. But I'm sure she'd be happy too. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. I hope y'all have a super awesome day. I had a lot of fun crafting along with y'all today. I know I can't remember, and I feel really bad. I always love to remember who said what, but one of my friends on here said that they like to watch my lives, usually in replay, while they craft, as like background and just to keep them company. And that made my heart just grow and grow and grow, to know that I can keep you guys entertained and give you company even when you're catching a replay and you're crafting. I love that there's a sense that we're crafting together. And I don't know, it just made me so happy. So love you guys so much. Have a super awesome day. Have a happy 4th for everyone in states who will be celebrating. We will be celebrating. I hope my technology works out and I can get the video out for y'all tomorrow. But yeah, and then I'll be back. I'll do a live with y'all this weekend, probably. I think I have 2 videos already recorded for the rest of this week, if I can get either one of them out. If I can't get them out, I'll just come live. So anyways, love you guys so much. Hey, WJ. Hi, Denise. And yeah, just have a super awesome rest of the week. I'll see you later.